Morning, welcome back to Casa.texpina. We're on build day number 264. It's Monday, start of a brand new week. We've got the general labor crew here on site with a little bit of changes. More painters, less carpenters. So we've got the some of the final touches on the painting starting to come in. Little retouches here and there throughout the house, and still working on drawers and doors and other things. So let's take a walk around and see what everybody's working on today. So let's get started. As you can see, Miss Emie started out this morning doing watering all the plants. We did have a little bit of a sprinkle overnight, so the ground is wet, but I don't think it was enough to nurture these plants as they've been transplanted and still going through a little bit of shock. So we're gonna water some more. Okay, let's go ahead and walk inside and show you where everybody else is working. Mr. Allen, the carpenter, is back here in the master's bath, and he's working on hanging the mirror frames. So the mirror frames are getting hung up here on top, and they'll put the glass in those at a later point. And out here in the back, start working our way through the house, and you can see they're starting to bring in some of the drawers for the master closet. So when they're ready to go in, Mr. Allen will put those in place. Out here in the garage, we've got a tarp going. Mr. Stanley is back with us today, our resident octogenarian, and he is painting all of the garage, ceiling and walls. Initially what we're doing is the second coat of base paint. So we'll get rid of some of the stripes you see on the walls over here. It'll be a nice flat white. And then we're gonna pull in the exterior paint color. So we're gonna pull in this very light beige gold color and pull that into the walls here for the garage area. Okay, the rest of the folks are over here. So that leaves Mr. JR and Mr. Henry, and another one of our long timers is back, Mr. Ricky. He's hiding around here somewhere, all doing painting of the drawers, except for Mr. Tauntaun. Mr. Tauntaun's tearing the place up. It's time to start tearing down the bunkhouse. So he's starting to remove all the sheet metal and some of this stuff, so we're starting to do a little site cleanup as we get ready to start prepping to move most of the operations inside the house. All right, one of the painters, Mr. Ricky, is working on our baseboards here going down the stairs. What he's working on is putting in putty, filling in the gaps, nail holes, so that this can get ready to get sanded and painted. So this is what Mr. Ricky here is what he's working on. Pardon me. Doing a little cleanup. And back here in the master's bath, we have the frames up for our mirrors. So this is where those are going to go. Notice the large size differential, his versus hers. And then we've also got a towel bar hung in place. So we've got a rack up here where we can stack a couple of towels, and then two double rack here in the back, hang both of them to be able to dry. While we're taking a shower, we'll hang the one here so that we can have the towel ready to go. Okay, and Miss Emie is testing out the new kitchen, the dirty kitchen. So got the vent going, Got the gas stove going, and we're testing out the new kitchen. So we're working on making corned beef with cabbage and potatoes for lunch. So far, everything's working nicely. Coming outside here. Oh, I missed him again. So Mr. Stanley is, there he is. We're doing a little sanding, painting in the corners, doing the details before we start going after it with the large roller. So we're catching all the walls. We're going to start catching the walls soon. Okay. Still look across the street, see what they're working on. I'm guessing they're still working on drawers. Because we do have many sets of drawers. Okay. These are the ones that are just about ready for being spray painted. And we're still doing sanding and macias. Working on the next batch. Getting these ready for the base coat. And Mr. Jonathan is over here in the back. There he goes, taking down the bunkhouse. So we're gonna start getting rid of all of this. So we can start working on what they need to, and we can start moving everything back over to just our lot as things thin down a little bit. Operations. Finishing touches. Starting the final finishing stages. All right. Miss Emie got finished with her kitchen test. So looks like everything works good. We got corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes.
St. Patrick.
Yeah, you would think it was St. Patrick's Day. We're a couple months early. Yum. Bon appetit. Mr. Stanley's been painting here in the garage area. So we've got the first coat of the final color going on. So this is the same color that's out here, but inside. It does look a little bit darker, but that's just the little bit less light. Looks good. So this is first coat going on over the top of the base coat, the white base coat. All right, over on this side of the house, over in the bunkhouse is coming down pretty quickly. Starting to consolidate some of our remaining supplies. We got the sheet metal, the corrugated sheet metal that's going to be taken to another site and be utilized for the same purpose. So it's going to be making another bunkhouse at one of our engineer's other project sites. And we still got some other pieces here, pieces of baseboard, tamper, air compressor, toolbox, a little bit at a time. Still working on lots of drawers. So you see they're doing the two-part epoxy, making a macias that they're using, and then doing a roller for the paint on the inside. That's just on the insides.
They're gonna spray them after that.
Oh, they're gonna spray after that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is what JR told me.
Yeah?
No, JR.
He's like, I'm not saying a word. Not even gonna crack a smile. All right. Mr. Ricky's working along quickly, putting on the base coat, base paint here. Coming down now, the previous bare wood is a little bit of white base paint, and cleaning up quickly behind himself. Looking on this side as well, so top to bottom. Let's take a look here in the Jack and Jill. So we got the mirror frame and the towel bar ready to go in. And I think that's what Mr. Allen's getting ready to get started on. Let's go walk through and see what he just finished. See how it looks over here on this side. All right. Yeah, that looks nice. So we've got a good amount of space here. Nice mirror. And towel bar. Good place. All right. Looking good. Where they where they planted the flowers last week. We've got one with our first blooms on it. These are what the mums are going to look like up close. Very pretty. These are the ones that are here on the front of the house. Right here. And also on that side, right underneath the dining room. Nice looking. We got some of the miniature roses that were already blooming when they planted. Okay, so apparently the templates got wet for the windows or the mirrors, glass for the front doors. So they're redoing the templates. This way they can take it to the shop where they're getting the glass made and make sure that the sizes are correct when they start making the actual glass that's going to go in there. It's supposed to be the stained glass, translucent type, with the hopefully with the design in the center. So see how long this takes to get the glass back and get it in place. Man, you can barely make out Mount Oriot. She's got her heads in the showers. Getting a little rain on. Kind of curious if that rain's going to come this way or if I've got to actually water the yard this afternoon. We'll see what happens. Watered it really good this morning. Took about an hour just to do the outside edge all the way around. So we'll have to wait and see how things go. All right, and the engineer's brother-in-law is here picking up parts and pieces for the for another job site. So they're taking some of the scraps, especially the corrugated steel, because they'll use that for roofing material on their next bunkhouse, like what we did here. So you guys are loading up, and Mr. Stanley has been painting here in the garage most of the day. So we got almost all of the first coat of paint on with the roller. Okay, so now he's going back over it with some of the small spots, the details, like underneath the door frames, working his way around. Alrighty folks, it's Yabba Dabba Doo time. Me and Miss Emie got a new ritual I guess we got to work on. Work on it in the morning, work on it in the afternoon, and that is getting down here and making sure to water the plants and the grass. So in light of, even though it looks like it's going to rain, it hasn't rained yet, so we're going to err on the side of caution and go ahead and get everything watered. So all right. Had a little bit of work more done today, so we got the frames up for the mirrors, as y'all saw, and a couple of towel racks, Got some more stuff painted, and I'm sure we're going to continue with that little bit painting all the way through the rest of the week. We got a lot of touch up and second coats of paint to put in through the rest of the house. So we'll see you guys again tomorrow. If y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here, and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon and God bless.